What's up, everybody?
Wow.
We got a great show tonight. We're trying to get these guys to 1,000 subscribers.
Woohoo!
You clicked on the wrong video. This was a year ago, right? No. Man, I was looking for a hat up there to wear. You know I got to wear my hat. I don't wear a hat during the daytime. I got this little scruff going on. I got my redneck country self coming on. I was like, who else is celebrating to wear Beach Please today, right? Thing smells like death. I'm telling you. I wore this thing for at least 2 or 3 months, so they got there, and now look at those young kids now, just how well they're doing.
He's off the chain again.
Yes, and that is because I've got a little Crown and a little peanut butter whiskey mixed with it. That was only because it wouldn't fill up a whole glass. That is some moonshine or whiskey from Old Smoky up in Pigeon Forge that you just went there. You want to tell everybody? Yeah, you just went there this weekend, right?
Yeah, Anthony and I went by ourselves.
Can you believe that? She went here I am recovering from COVID, and she's up at Pigeon Forge with Anthony having a good time.
He's making it out to be a poor, pitiful Mike situation. However, months ago, we said, let's go to Pigeon Forge over Labor Day. And Mike said, I can't.
Yeah, because it was month end for me at work, and it was the end of is it month end, and that Saturday usually I have to work, so I couldn't go. But
so he and I planned it, and we goofed off, and it rained, and we shopped and went to the lizard place, and Anthony held a snake, and I petted a bird, and we fed goats, and we just had a good old time.
Yeah, and I got to stay at home. I got to watch football all weekend, and also edit
peace
videos.
And quiet.
And I got to work on our shorts. And that's something I wanted to kind of bring up. You know, I don't want to cue you guys on shorts, but I am for the next 30 days. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a creator's challenge because there's all these algorithms out and these so-called experts saying, hey, put a short out every day and it'll reflect back to your other videos. So I took a challenge of last week's show. I cut that thing up into 34 videos. See, I tell you, my goal going on a cruise is to get 30 videos out of a cruise at the minimum. But I'm going to get 34 shorts out of one show. It just tells you all the jabbering in between that can be cut out, right? So let's say hey to everybody in the chat. It's so good to see you again. And I don't even have a thing up. I hope that's a horn blowing. I don't know what it is. What is it? I hope it's a ship horn.
You didn't put your earbuds in.
I didn't put my earbuds in. So we're going on the fly with what noises are out there. I don't see a fart button.
Thank goodness. Sorry, Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy's may be upset with that. We sure we don't have one?
I don't know. You're in charge of the buttons over there.
Yeah, I don't see one. I think I got one on here somewhere, but I can't see either. I'm old and I can't see. Let's say hey to everybody in the chat.
Okay.
And
Meg says it was a horn.
And we're going up against Thursday night football. This is tough. I mean, can you believe that creator scheduled on top of us to go live on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time? Freaking NFL, the no fun league. All
How long has football been around?
Oh gosh, I don't know. We may go to another night. Do we need to go to another night? Let us know. So we go Tuesday or Wednesday or Saturday night at 8 or 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, maybe after the Gilberts challenge that other channel over there. I think we ought to do that.
Oh boy.
All right. Let's say hey to
stirring the pot tonight.
I am going to lick that spoon too. So we got
Josh and Michelle.
Fun time. He's not in here. They don't ever come.
Well, Antoinette, maybe they might watch it.
Hello, Miss Antoinette. She had a good live last night. I said Miss Meg. We got to get Miss Meg on the show. Her and Paul. I saw them on somebody else's live, and I was like, gosh, that's way overdue. Thank goodness we got the funnel heads in here. The show's going in the tank quick. We're down to 25 people. Oh, that's the most we've had anyway. Anthony Simone, glad to see you here. Happy late birthday, brother.
Happy late birthday.
It was your birthday this week, and I saw that food that your parents took you out to eat on. That really looked good. And we got Beach Please in the house. Mr. Paul, as I mentioned. Miss Jennifer, Moonlight Jennifer. How you doing? Good to see you in here. She knows all about that moonshine. Miss Betsy. Where you been, Betsy? I hadn't seen you in forever. Oh, since last week. And then before that, it was 3 weeks. Okay, I get it. I heard that little call out on your live last week. See them tonight at 10 o'clock. And then Mr. Mike himself, he's the DJ now. Did you see him rapping, and him and Betsy both rapping? We couldn't show Anthony that video. I hope you understand, but the video was catchy. I was
Yes.
singing it all day long, and my coworkers I got in trouble with HR. But B Duff Travels in the house. Good to see you in here, brother. SCT, Mr. Greg and Felicia, I think they're in here. Good to see them. And CME, Marcia and Kurt, good to see you in here. They got a great morning show. Check them out. I think it's at 8:30. Maybe
Awesome.
Sea Legs is at 8. I may get that backwards. I apologize if I do. I'm always in a meeting at that time. I can't listen to you. I would normally listen to you. Moonlight Adventures in here. And I don't know yet. I got to get clarification with Josh. I may be on the wrestling show Sunday night. Oh, Saturday night. Bringing up all my wrestling knowledge from back in the day.
Boy.
You're in trouble. This boy used to have the mullet. Used to be redneck. Who else? I've got always on the move. Josh in the house. Good to see Josh. Who else we got? Michelle, Miss Antoinette. I think I already said that, right? If not, Miss Antoinette, hello. Antoinette, hello. Having a hard time breathing and talking tonight.
You sound kind of
sound bad, don't I?
You kind of sound froggy.
I do sound froggy.
Yes, you do.
All right. Mr. Captain Billy's in the house. Good to see you, Mr. Captain Billy. He's going on a cruise real soon. Martha Shark, good to see you in here, brother.
That name.
Love that name. I don't know if you want it this week after what happened in the Bahamas.
I know.
You see that? But Matt Allen set me straight.
Let's hear it.
He sent me a link. He said there's only been 32 non-provoked shark attacks since 1749 or 1740 something. So basically, in 270 years, there's only been 30 some shark attacks that were non-provoked. Now I don't know what the non-provoked means, but he did bring that up, and he knows the shark stuff. So I'm not knocking on the sharks.
I need to find out the definition of provoked and not provoked.
He also brought up the fact that maybe, just maybe, it had something to do with the last 2 times it's happened in the Bahamas. It's on the area where they do the swimming with the pigs. So he said, wonder if maybe they're knocking the pigs out, and they see people swimming with the pigs, and they say, man, that's a fat pig leg. Let me eat that thing. But in all seriousness, our hearts go out to the family.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't imagine it. We snorkel everywhere we go.
I know.
Mike and Betsy are scuba divers. Matt's and Kimber's scuba divers. A lot of people love the snorkel. That's really sad.
It is very sad.
So our prayers go out to the family.
That's very logical.
Yeah.
That's very logical.
Hey, Howie Cruz. Good to see you in the house tonight. Together we travel. Good to see you in here as well.
Hey.
Nice to see you. And I think I said Sea Legs earlier, didn't I? But we're going to get them again. Robin and Chick. Great channel. Check them out.
Betsy likes your hat.
$9.99 later, Betsy. I'm not selling
Stinking
it to
all.
You get the sweat. That's probably worth something. Maybe not. Let's see. I think I said Moonlight right earlier.
I think so.
Who else we got down here?
Yes.
We got this one too. Extraordinary Adventures of Our Ordinary Life. And
I love that name.
I know who that is. No fart button unsubbed. Can you believe that?
Sorry.
You only think of me of my stench and my sounds. Thanks a lot. Who else we got? So I love you on Thursday so I can watch. All right. Ralu, how you doing? Good to see you in here, Ralu. Miss Tess is in the house. Good to see you, Miss Tess.
It's cold down here.
I think I'm sweating. Oh, I already got Ralu. Yeah. Who else we got, Michelle? I think we're getting towards the end, right? The Gaylors. Good to see the Gaylors in there.
You got Kenneth Oaks up there.
Kenneth Oaks. We got Mr. Kenneth Oaks in the house. How you doing, Kenneth? And Kenneth's the man. I saw him on the other night, Moonlight Adventures, and they did some crazy stuff for him. Mr. Jeffrey Smith. Hello from Michigan. Man, there's a lot of cruisers from Michigan.
No.
What's up there? I mean, there's no beach. I mean, there's the Great Lakes, but a lot of people from Michigan.
Maybe that's why
awesome.
They want to.
Maybe we should move to Michigan.
No.
We're moving south when we move.
Yes.
We're moving to Florida.
I am not moving anywhere. It's cold.
Staying right here in these hick town until we move to Florida.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we got. Okay, I think it's the same thing. Love all this conversation back and forth. And yeah, we're down at the bottom.
All right.
So it's about 12 after 8. And what do you think, Michelle?
I think You want to introduce our guest?
I don't see them back there. We told them 8:15, so we got 2 or 3 more
There
minutes.
they are.
Oh, look at them. They're like, oh, no, they were smooching. They're still young.
I know they are.
They're young. We're like old. That's another thing. This coming Saturday, Sea Leg Journeys. It's us.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
And those guys back there. That's all I'm going to say. And there's
scared.
another group there too. And we're the oldest ones.
I'm scared.
And I'm hearing the questions have nothing to do with like normal questions. So all the studying we've been doing and like, what's your birth date? What year did we get married? Things that I should have already known by now after 20 years.
Right before we go to sleep, we're throwing questions out at one another.
What year did we get married? What year? When was our first date again? That's cheating. Hey, no, that's cheating preparing for it. There's no questions like that. They're going to ask you things like probably like, how do you like your steak? Medium well, rare, well
that's
done.
Easy.
Is that right, Chet? Is that right, Chet? $9.99 coming your way, buddy.
Please, at least let us get one.
Let's get one. We just need one out of the 6 questions. If we can get
just
one, we can be the old people and play the old people card. Like, hey, we wanted the young people to win.
We have forgot all the answers.
We can't remember anything.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking too much. Y'all ready back there, funnel heads? I think they are. I think they're ready to come on.
Betsy, I love
What'd
you.
She say? Betsy, unsub for real.
No, she's
I'm doing
my buddy.
it. I'm pulling the fart button out just for them. I'm doing it. That's what I think about.
You
that,
haven't
Betsy.
put it up there. You need to put it up there so everybody can see that. There.
So wrong. Unsub. I'm unsubbing. All right, we're going to add the funnel heads here.
Hey! Third time is a charm. Look at that.
Charm. Hey, I forgot to tell you this in advance, though, in the green room. If something happens with our computer, and sometimes it happens, you guys run the show like you normally do. We'll go out and come back in. You just run with it. Change your names to Luvy's Fat Life because you're younger and better looking we are anyway. So that would probably help our channel out with subscribers, right? How are y'all doing?
Perfect. By the way, getting to study answers for this weekend is cheating. We didn't even think of that. I'm kind of mad.
I think that's
When you're old like us, we can do it now. We'll forget it by Saturday.
That is true.
When we're so old, it doesn't even matter.
Because our answers will match because it'll both be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It will match. So it's good.
That counts, right?
We used to always watch like the Newlywed Show, and we've watched some of these other love and marriage shows. And we did one when it was Tony.
We did really well.
We did one. We would have won it. When we saw it was Tony and Jenny versus the Klakowskis versus Sharon and Jamie.
Yeah.
And they did one way back a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And we did our own answers over here playing along with them. And I think we only missed one that day.
Yeah, we were doing good.
But they were the good questions, like I was saying earlier, but Chet's not going to go with that.
Yeah.
Homework, apparently.
I have no idea what they're going to
we used to love, we're old enough to remember the Newlywed Game. So.
Yeah, I'm scared. Legitimately scared.
Luckily, they said it was PG. When I told her it was R or NC-17, she was like, I might get COVID. I don't know. I can't come.
I'm feeling ill. Sorry.
So a lot of people probably know you. We've seen your channel around. And I'll be honest, I found your channel probably a little over a year ago, right at a year ago, maybe. Right around that time frame. And I started watching some of I was searching the sunshine up because we had a cruise coming up. And I was like, man. And then I started, I heard something about, I thought you said you lived in Charleston or South Carolina or something. I was like, I got to sub to this channel. So I enjoy your channel. I love your content. But if there's a couple people who may not know who you guys are, do y'all want to kind of give us, what your channel's about, where you live, and how many, your son's number of cruises just blows me away. Please tell that. And then what status you are on Carnival. And it's unreal. I can't believe it.
Yeah. So, it all started, I've been obsessed with cruises since I was a little boy, probably about Rhett's age. My parents used to bring me on one every 2-3 years. Whenever they could afford it, we would go. Absolutely loved them. So I probably had, 9 or 10 cruises when I met Michelle. We met on a cruise. We met on the Carnival.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And was love at first sight?
Honestly, it pretty much was. It was weird.
That's awesome.
We weren't looking for it. I'm a Marine veteran. I got back from Iraq and I was with my 2 Marine brothers at the time. all we were interested in doing was that lobby bar, and then we had no other plans the rest of the week. And she comes up to me, and do you want to say what you said? She actually comes up to me.
Oh, whoa. Now, Michelle, you got to give us your pickup line.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we got to listen to this. This is going to be good.
If you were a pirate, would you wear your parrot on this shoulder or this one?
Whoa!
That is awesome.
Whoa!
Yeah, so off the bat, pretty strong. And then, yeah.
Michelle, I did not see you that way. I get with you now.
So now I have to ask, how many drinks in was this?
Yeah, how many drinks? Was this no drinks?
First or second, it was only like the first or second drink. Like we had just got on the ship, super excited. Me and my two buddies were at the bar first.
I couldn't legally drink.
Yeah, she came over to me.
Oh, she wanted somebody 21 to buy her drinks.
Yeah, so she was 19. I was 21. Of course, I had my birthday in Iraq, which was cool. And then, we got back and first, second drink, and that was it.
Yeah.
And she asked me actually at the bar if her fake ID would work. And I was like, it was her first cruise. I was like, no. That, let me tell you, I thought, 19.
I've tried it a few times. It will not work.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know about the sailing sign. So I'm like, no, I got my ID right here. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not gonna work.
So where are both of you originally from?
So I'm from New Jersey originally, and
New York. So the cruise was out of New York. So we were
close.
Y'all kind of close already. I mean,
still 2 hours in that traffic.
Yeah. So we did. After that, it's kind of cruising has always been special to us. I mean, because it holds a special place in our heart. But so we try to do it as much as possible. I mean, it brings back great memories, and we create more. So.
Well, I saw a great picture of you in I think you was in your Marine, right? You was wearing your Marine attire.
Yeah, that was the first cruise that I met her on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and my brothers, we dressed in our dress blues for.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Thank you for your service. I know a lot of people
absolutely.
say that, but
I appreciate it.
I'm the first one that didn't go into the military in my family, and I hold that to high honors as well. I've never lived that down for the last 30 years, but my dad and all my uncles and my grandfathers on both sides have all been military. And I always have a deep, sentiment for veterans and those that have served our country. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
And we have a lot of those in our cruising community. And I've told them many times, thank you for your service, and I really, truly mean that. So
how did y'all end up down south?
So that's a kind of a long story. So we, of course, once the cruise ended, I didn't even think I had her number or anything. And I was so disappointed because it was back, 15 years ago, cell phones were around, but they weren't as popular as today. Mm-hmm. So there happened to be a day in Puerto Rico where she ended up calling me for 5 seconds or something like that. And anyway, so she had my number.
You researched it.
Yeah, I got back at the house and I got a random call from a New York number. I knew it was her. So anyway, so from that moment, we basically started back and forth for 9 months of New Jersey to Long Island, traffic, accidents,
miserable,
tolls, gas. I mean, it was insanely expensive. So we were trying to figure out a way where we could maybe move in together, but it was still so expensive. Michelle was just finishing up
my associate's degree at a community college. So,
but she knew she wanted to do sign language interpreting. So anyway, fast forward, there's only 3 schools or something like that has
a lot of programs for interpreting, good programs. So it was Rochester, New York was one, and I wasn't going to the cold.
Yeah.
I wasn't going. And then
it was California maybe.
Something. California has a big one. But then there was one in North Carolina, UNC Greensboro. And so that's where we ended up.
Yeah, and so I knew of North Carolina because Lejeune, of course, so I kind of was familiar with that area. And it was the cheapest out of all the options. So that's how it got us to North Carolina. And then once she finished school, jobs took us to South Carolina. So it's kind of a long
Yeah.
process, a long road. But
I was telling Michelle this, she didn't know this, and I think you and I talked about this a little bit on your channel last week, was we lived just outside of Winston-Salem, Tobaccoville, and you lived in Greensburg. I saw some pictures you posted of North Carolina, and I was like, those look like the Appalachian Mountains. They look like mountains up in here.
yeah, I was so surprised
Yeah,
when I learned that you guys lived in Winston.
That's crazy because that's only 30 miles apart.
Because we
And I
lived
actually
in,
met Michelle in Greensboro.
probably. I mean, we lived because we had a townhome that we owned in Kernersville, which is right there too. So it's so crazy. We probably
Small
ran
world. I
into
mean,
each
because
other.
I worked in Kernersville for 10 years, right there off of 150 near the theater in 150 in Kernersville. And
Yeah, that's where our townhome was, like right by the theater, basically. Like
probably drove right by you and didn't even know it. And then
Yes.
Michelle and I met at the is it the Curry Convention Center?
It was.
Curry Convention Center in Greensboro, right there off of
Oh,
what
yeah.
street was that? Wendover? No,
No.
it's not Wendover.
Like they're just trying to practice for this weekend.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Where was it we met again? And what year was it, Michelle, we met?
Oh crap.
Dang it. They called us on that. So we're trying to help you guys out too, get ready for the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we
Right.
may know more about you by Saturday. than we know about us.
We're gonna do so bad, but it'll be fun.
Fun.
It's only 6
Fun.
questions. I mean, what's your odds? I mean, you got a 1 in
We're in trouble.
0 in 6 chance of getting it right. Yeah.
We're in
That's
trouble.
right.
And we're gonna be laughed at, but it's okay.
So now let's get into how many cruises y'all been on. I know
Yes.
you said how many you've been on to start when y'all first met, but
Yeah.
Total, how many?
So me and Michelle have been on 25 together.
Wow.
And I've been on 36, 7.
Wow.
dang it, we
Um,
got called out.
and Rhett now has been on 12.
12. You've been on
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
we have a problem. I'm not afraid to admit it. We have addiction. There might be a cruise addiction group that we
That's
might.
okay.
That's amazing. I love the video of you guys showing. I think was it Rhett getting his platinum? Or was it
Yeah.
diamond. Platinum. He got his platinum, right?
Yeah,
He did.
And he went up on the stage. It was so cute.
Oh.
And he's such a ham. I mean, he's a good-looking kid, and
It was
I
so
know he
funny with
gets-
that video though because he's a creature of habit. He doesn't like change, so he was upset that he was changing from the gold card to the platinum card, and then we had to try to tell him like, oh no, it's cool, like it's the next level, and so yeah, now he likes it. But at
yeah,
first,
just tell him to keep those yellow ones somewhere, and he keep them to save them all. And
yeah,
now
we
you'll have
this
all platinum going
massive
forward.
like jar that we have, but we're trying to figure out something like cool to do with it with all of them. But I don't know, we'll figure it out.
I saw something somebody did I thought was really cool on a cruise, and I think I saw on maybe on the Lita Loca I saw this, but they took the cards and they put like a magnet strip on the back of them, and they put them up on the
On their door.
on their refrigerator. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
also we saw them. People had done that and put all their cards, and I wouldn't do this because somebody may steal them, but
Yeah.
they put them on their doors that
Yeah.
go into their hotel. I mean, in their
As a decoration.
as a decoration. Now, I don't know if you can make copies of them. Maybe that's what they really did, but they look like the real thing.
They did look like the real thing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
if
it
someone would
was-
take them.
yeah,
I'd be sad.
if it was copies,
I would too if you had like a bunch of them out there, 25, 30, and somebody stole them all.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be.
But I mean, on your refrigerator or something, that'd be pretty cool. Or like on
Yeah.
on your kid's room on the wall or something. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
idea
that'd
for
be,
the wall. Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of going to throw you some softball questions now. We froze up.
Oh.
did
yeah.
we freeze?
I think we froze. We're going to go out and back in. You take
Okay.
over the show again.
All right, sounds good.
Alright.
We'll see you in a sec. I don't know. Oh, there they go. So hey. Well,
So
hey,
wait, what
friend.
do we have to practice?
I don't even know. Like we were trying to think. We're like, because first date question
What?
is going to
I
come
thought
up,
it's
but I
cheating.
don't honestly think we had a first date.
Don't be cheating. Don't be cheating. You thought we were going to be out for like 45 minutes, didn't you? That's what you get.
I was quick. We were trying to get some time in.
So, can you still hear you? Okay, yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I mean, all this money we paid for this, I don't know if it's StreamYard or what. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my internet. We still have DSL. We don't even have
We live way out
way
in the
out
woods.
in the woods here. Yeah, near Pilot Mountain. If you remember when you lived in North Carolina, near where Pilot Mountain is, we can see Pilot Mountain through our woods.
Oh,
and it's
nice.
probably a 7-8 minute drive for us to get to Pilot Mountain. So that's where we're at.
Nice.
So what I mean of all I mean you've cruised Carnival, of course. You said you was Platinum and so forth. How many different cruise lines have you cruised on?
So actually, we've done Carnival and we've done Royal Caribbean, and then back in the day, I did Premier Cruise Line, but when I was very small. But I have still a few pictures of that. But yeah, I mean, soon we're going to be branching out to some others. We're trying to hit a few key ships, but now that Carnival's bringing over quite a few too from the Costa line, now we're like, well, we might check those out first. But I mean, we've been on quite a few of the ships, but we want to get to some of them that we have always had an eye, like the Magic, for instance. We have always wanted to go on, and it just never works out for us. So that's one of them. And then the Splendor is another one that we really want to go on.
And I did see you're going on the Ecstasy, right? On it's one of its either the last sailing or it's right at the last sailing.
Yeah, it's the last sailing. We're really excited. We didn't know it was going to happen. We're trying to. Honestly, it's something that I mean we couldn't really even afford, but we're just scrounging money in order to go.
Gonna figure it out.
Yeah, and we'll make it happen. But it's booked, it's paid for, and we're going. We're so excited, and I mean it holds a special place in our heart because we actually did the gender reveal for Rhett on that ship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
that was Anthony's first cruise.
Oh, was it? That's
Anthony's first cruise on Ecstasy, yeah, and that was out of Charleston. It was down in Charleston.
Yeah.
He was down there for a while.
Yeah, because we've been on it. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times, but just to be on it for the last one, it's going to be weird. We've never done that before.
John Hill's on that one too, right?
Yeah, so I know John Heald is. I know there's a couple of creators on there as well. We don't know them personally, but I think Pero DJ is going to be on there and a few others. So looking forward to at least running into them and hopefully talking. But yeah, I think it's just going to be awesome to. I mean, that's actually her milestone cruise too, which will be cool too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, her 25th Carnival. So.
Oh man!
Oh wow!
So, what ship you said you done Royal? What is your favorite? Now, this is kind of a easy question. You got to get some questions ready, Michelle.
Oh gosh!
Come on now. What is your favorite Royal ship you've been on so far, and what is your favorite Carnival ship you've been on so far?
So Carnival, do you have a favorite Carnival ship? We probably have the same one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, this is not a test for Saturday either.
So I would probably say the Dream is my favorite. I think you were going to say Horizon.
Those were the two I was thinking of. Look at us go.
Remember that, Chet. Don't put that question on there, Chet.
And the Dream, just because the layout, it's a large ship, but like you don't have the capacity as the Vista class or obviously the Mardi Gras, the XL class with the 5,000, 6,000 guests. The Dream class only has about 3,000, 3,300. It's all open space, beautiful layout. Love
so it's
that.
about the same size of the Sunshine. Is it one class ahead of it or one below?
Yeah, it's actually quite a bit bigger than the Sunshine.
Okay.
We were actually docked next to it in Costa Maya with being on the Mardi Gras. And I mean, you could tell there was a little bit of a difference, but honestly, I thought it was going to like trump over the Dream, and it did not at all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful class. My favorite thing about the Dream is it has a wraparound outdoor promenade area with the jacuzzis on either side.
That's when they started that.
Yeah, so it was that's just a really cool spot to hang out, and like I said, because of the lower guest capacity, it just feels like you can breathe a little bit more than some of the bigger ships. And then I know why you like the Horizon, but you can explain.
Is it the Alchemy Bar? She likes the Alchemy Bar, I bet.
No.
That's why.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Donkey.
Yeah, but Donkey.
Oh, that's
because I love Donkey. And I like it because the water park's right above the Lido deck, so it's
So
my perspective has changed. It used to be the Sunshine before we had a kid because the Serenity was right above Lido.
That's Serenity on the Sunshine. I mean, I know y'all have talked about it before.
Yeah.
And we can't wait.
And we can't wait to get back. This is the first cruise we've been on, since the very first one, that we've been without Anthony.
Mhm.
But we're going to hang out in that Serenity a lot.
Yep.
It's
But
nice.
that's Serenity on the Sunshine.
You don't feel like you still get
Well, yeah,
the
like,
music and like
Exactly. You get
to
to see
watch
the fun
everything.
squad, the
Yeah.
ice sculptures. You feel like you're in the party without being in the party,
Yes.
which is cool. But for us on the Horizon, like, it's kind of the exact opposite, but it works well because obviously we have Rhett. So, you know, he can enjoy the water park and the slides. We can watch him, but we can also watch the rest
fun.
of the events as well.
Right.
Yes.
It's kind of like that flipped
how
scenario.
it changes once you
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Once you have a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going on the Horizon in January. We can't wait because that'll be the biggest ship we've been on. Once
It
we get to
will.
that, believe it or not, Sunshine's the biggest one we've been on so far. We've always stayed with the smaller ships.
We booked them, but they've all
Yeah,
got
we
canceled.
did. We did book the Mardi Gras last year, and then something came up personally with my mother. Had to have surgery and wasn't doing well, so we had to cancel that one. But we were on the Lolita Loca cruise, and we had to cancel like within a week of it. We had to cancel.
Yeah.
And Jenny was great to move it around and help
Yeah,
us out.
she's
but
great.
It was an issue we had.
So, what is your favorite port and what is your favorite excursions?
Ooh, that's hard. So, for the Caribbean, I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna have to say
Cozumel, I think.
Cozumel, but also because it has a lot of sentimental value to us.
But it's
'cause-
always fun.
there's so much to do.
there.
But like, we got married there, so like,
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
that
You
makes
are
sense.
so sweet.
Yeah, that's-
we
gosh.
took Carnival Legend to Cozumel. We booked it through Carnival, so they set everything up. But we got married at a resort site in Cozumel, which was really cool. But yeah, we've been to Cozumel a bunch, of course. But there's
It's
always
pretty
something
and-
new to do. I mean, and the locals are so nice. The food's great. I mean, and we've stayed at all inclusive also in Cozumel,
Might
and
be
like,
why we like it too. Like we've seen the whole
we
the whole island.
well, and it's you said, because Michelle, she loves her workouts in the morning, but it's the only like port where she felt like she could run around the entire island and feel perfectly safe. And
right. That matters. That makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
yeah, so I mean, Cozumel's always up
think
there
that's one
for
of them.
us. But I would say Tortola is probably one of my favorites. Beautiful, mountainous. The baths there are just epic as far as the shore excursion. But we haven't been back in a while. Carnival only goes
Mhm.
very often. It hasn't been recently, of course, with COVID,
yeah.
but hopefully they'll get back there. What about you guys? What's your favorite port?
This is getting ready for the show Saturday.
Absolutely.
Chet's not going to ask us now. I'll let you go first, Michelle.
Well, so Half Moon Key is awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
Yes.
But it's conflicting because there's so many. Grand Turk is so fun
Yeah,
too.
like
Yeah.
In Bonaire, we had an incredible time in Bonaire, so it's so hard to choose one. So
Yeah.
hard.
I think that the ABC itinerary, I think the one that Kenny's going on coming up here shortly, that itinerary is one of our favorites, hands down. Like every island you go to is just
Aruba.
amazing.
Yeah, we went to Aruba, Bonaire. What was the other ones we went to, Michelle? Grand Turk.
Grand Turk and
What was the other one? It's awful.
dang it.
I told you we're old. We'd lose. We're froze up again.
I
Are
think
we
you
froze
are
up again?
for a minute anyway.
It's just like my brain.
Run with it, funnel heads. We're going out and back in again.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, so I was saying the ABC Islands
I
are
always
some
forget
of our
about that
favorites,
itinerary.
but we chose that one too. I think that's when we got scuba certified, or was that something different? Or no,
We've
did
done
it.
scuba all there.
We did,
maybe shortly after we were scuba certified.
That was in Dominican, I think. We got the
Yeah.
certification.
I like the ABC. I always forget about that one though. We haven't done that one in a while.
Yeah,
the
Grand
ABC.
Turks was amazing for scuba diving.
Yeah.
It was epic.
Oh, Grand Cayman is a good one too.
Yeah,
We haven't been there in a while.
yeah.
Yeah, we went there once. We did the Stingray City
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Stingray Adventure.
Yes.
Yeah.
The turtle farm or something, turtle rescue.
Yeah, that's the exact thing we
I
did.
don't want to, but it's been.
We brought Rhett when he was
I want to say it
two
was
or
2019.
three.
It was before.
We didn't know how he was going to do with the stingrays, but he actually loved it back then. I think if we did it now, though, he'd be a little scared. But
He liked the turtle farm too.
Yeah, he
like I would go
loved
back and do the turtle farm.
yeah.
We were rushed at the turtle farm, so
Yeah.
yes, I would like to do it too.
Mhm.
And in Bon Air, you kind of mentioned this earlier. That has been our favorite excursion to date. And I see her here today. Where tomorrow? We rented a golf cart in Bon Air,
Yes.
Oh,
and that was our best excursion. It was $100, and it was
the most fun ever.
most fun we've ever had. And then they give you the golf cart, a map of the island, and we were gone for 5 or 6 hours. Came back, did everything. It was by far our favorite excursion.
Yes.
That's
And
awesome.
we got it booked in January, and we're going to do it again. Rent another golf cart in Bon Air.
And go the opposite
And maybe
side
go
of
to
the
the
island.
north side. We went to the south
Oh.
rim last time. We're going to go to the north side next time.
That's
That'll
awesome.
be really
But anybody that goes to Bon Air, I would highly recommend
Bon Air Cruisers.
Bon Air Cruisers, and it's a non-carnival or
Yes.
non-ship excursion. It's
Okay.
$99. They may have went up since then, but you can rent the ATV for, I think it was around 300, which will
Mhm.
hold 6 people,
Oh, wow.
and then you can still go around the island on your own
Mhm.
with it as well, and it'll hold 6 people.
Mm.
But it was awesome.
It
And
was
it's
incredible.
the couple that owns it are incredibly nice.
Yeah, they were coming back. They were like, just overly nice to us. Like, hey, we'll be
Yeah.
glad to take you back. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, we can walk. It's only 2 blocks. It's like, no. And then
They drove us back,
dropped
dropped
us
us
off.
right off at the
Yeah.
ship. It was very nice.
That's awesome.
That's my
The,
kind of
Probably
Yeah.
my favorite port, just for relaxing and a beach day, to me is Half Moon Key. I know you have the beach right there where you guys live, so that's it's probably a little different.
It's not the same though,
No,
I'm
it's
sure.
not, it's not the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, we love Half Moon. I mean, we also really enjoyed Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Very
I've
similar.
heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. I would say they're pretty much equal as far as like
There's more to
prettiness.
do it.
Yeah, Half Moon Key, I heard, is a lot more like it's got the nice beach and stuff, but it's like an amusement type park, right?
Yeah, they have
They got
we didn't
slides
do
and
any of
pools and
the
stuff.
They have like all the crazy water slides
Yeah.
and stuff. Of course, we had Rhett, so we didn't like obviously separate from them. But they have like those wave pools and all different types of excursions. Where Half Moon is more just like hanging out on the. I mean, of course, you can do
They
excursions
have the
there,
splash
but
pad, I think.
yeah.
The Princess. Wait, what's
Princess
it?
K.
Princess. Or Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Yeah.
When we went, and it was only our ship, so there's only 900 people there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And support that
Well, yeah.
fits like 4 ships or something like that. So it was.
Yeah, because when
We had a rare experience because it was when COVID. Like
That's like our first time at Half Moon Key. Our first time at Half Moon Key, we were on the Freedom, and it was only 1,500 people on the ship.
I don't
So
Was it that many? Like 1,200, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It was very low. So when we got to Half Moon Key, and we had also rented a cabana,
It was so
and
awesome.
you had the whole beach. I mean, it didn't feel crowded at all. Man, we went back on the Sunshine with 3,500 people.
It was slammed.
It was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
went from like 40 to 60% to 100 or 105%.
Yes, absolutely.
It
Yes.
went super quick.
Yeah, Foreman, you're going to enjoy it, buddy. I mean, I can't remember. Do y'all have the ABCs? You got Carousel, Caraco too? I can't remember on your itinerary if you have that as well.
I can't
The one we're going in January, I think it's got, is it La Ramona,
Yes, I think so.
Aruba, Bon Air, and I think Amber Cove. I think
Mm.
there's the 4 on that one.
Amber
Amber Cove's fun too.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
But
That's
what about,
exciting.
you said something about all inclusives. How many all inclusive you've been to, and what's your favorite on those?
How many have we done? Probably only a handful.
We've done a handful.
Probably maybe 4.
Yeah.
But we've done Jamaica,
It's been a while since
Cozumel,
we've come.
Dominican Republic.
But every time we went, we always enjoyed it. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
oh,
We
yeah,
always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But we were always like cruising so much better.
We're the type of people, we're gonna have fun. You can put us wherever and we're gonna have fun if we're off from work. I mean, that's just our,
Absolutely.
that's
Now,
just nature.
What
But
about Alaska?
That was
Yeah, y'all just got back from that. We've been watching some of that as well, and we were supposed to be in Alaska this summer as well, but because of some issues with health with family members, we had to back out of the Lolita Loca Alaska cruise. But my sister went.
Yes.
She really enjoyed. It was her first cruise. She got off the ship and she said, "I don't think cruising's for us, but we love Alaska." And I was like, "Oh man, I hated that because I wanted her to be able to go back with us."
Yeah.
Within a week later, she says, "I just booked a Carnival cruise out of Port Canaveral." So,
There you go.
like, look, you didn't like it, then you're going right back a week later, you know.
she thought it. She got home. She thought about it. Then she realized she had to make her bed. Make food. Things change quick.
It does really quick. So Alaska, you did a back-to-back. I know a little bit of the tail end with, y'all got hit with the sickness at the end of it, or your little guy did. But the first part of that cruise, the whole first one, and then part into the second one. I mean, out of all your cruises, how would that rank up there? I know it's totally different from a Caribbean type cruise, but
so I would say it would be tied for the top three, and one of them in the top three is not a cruise actually, but I mean, Alaska was amazing. We want to do it again, maybe a little bit later, like closer to fall, where there's a little bit more snow, northern lights. Definitely want to go back. 100% recommend Alaska. It was absolutely epic. Definitely get a balcony if anybody's thinking about going.
That was the best advice given to us because we'll price out how much more it is for a balcony on cruises, and so many people were like, "No, Alaska, get a balcony."
Yeah.
No, I don't care what it costs. Get a balcony.
Yeah, it was.
I've heard everybody say that if you get Alaska, you have to get a balcony.
And so we did.
And that's the good thing about the Spirit class ships, though, is I think they said 70% of the cabins on a Spirit class ship is balconies. That's what they're made for. But yeah, we did the Vista out of Barcelona, doing Italy and
France, Italy, and Spain.
Spain, France, yeah. And that was really cool. That was the inaugural season of the Vista. So I think those two are kind of equal. And then I think our best vacation still is not a cruise.
Let's preface this. This is not getting ready for the game Saturday. Cat and Robin, this is not getting ready for the game Saturday, okay? We're not pre-gaming or anything. We're not going to go back and watch this video and write everything down.
But we don't have one solid answer ever. We're like,
ask me tomorrow.
It's a gray area.
But
I can't wait to hear this one. What is it?
We both always wanted to go to Ireland, and we knew that when we first met. I mean, she has some Irish in her more than me. I have some Irish in me, so we always wanted to go. We were able to go. I don't know, 2015, something like that. 2016. It was before Ret. And
how my life is divided.
With the job that I worked at previously, I had all these hotel stays saved up, so we ended up looking at flights every day for 6 months. Finally found a day where the flights were a third of what they were. Booked it that day, rented a car, and literally just did the Southern Ireland loop for 8 days. And
wow,
I can't imagine that.
It was just, I mean, and everybody there was just so amazing to us. I mean, we had plans, of course, but then we deviated a little bit here and there. And I mean, it was just amazing. So I don't know if anything will ever beat that, but
we're going back next summer.
We are.
So we'll be able to compare. We'll be able to.
Well, we want to hear all about that.
Ireland.
It was
amazing.
I've always wanted to go back to. A lot of people they can't tell by my accent that I was actually born in England. I know it's hard to believe. All the beer drinking at an early age in the bottle is what has turned me into what I am today with the Southern drawl. But I really was. I was my dad was in the Air Force, so he was in Lakenheath, England, and that's where I was born at. So on the Royal Air Force Base. So I do want to go back to England sometime.
Yeah.
It's only been 49 years, so 48 years.
You're due.
Yeah, I'm due. But Ireland is another one, because you go back and look through my ancestry and Michelle's ancestry. Ireland. Of course, I'd like to go to Sweden and stuff too down the road.
Oh, yeah.
That whole England, Ireland. It's just, it looks awesome, and the history there. I mean, here in the U.S. we only have 300 or 400 years of history here, but those places like that are just so. I mean, the same way with Italy and Rome and Europe, and it's just something on our bucket list that we want to do.
Yes, there's a lot on our bucket list.
Yeah, I mean, just like when we walk through the Colosseum in Rome, like just chills through my body. Like you're just stepping in a place of history, and like going into some of the forts in Ireland. I mean, just it's incredible. So it's like it's something that you'll never forget and would never want to forget. But if you do want to join us next summer, we are going to a lot of the same places on the Carnival Pride. We're trying to do this like extravagant thing, which is why we're trying to save so much money at the moment. But right now we only have 2 cruises booked.
Only.
Yeah, it's back to back. It's like 22 days, but right now
we got 5. Wow. We got 5 booked next year. 22 days. Wow.
Yeah. But we're trying to add on it. So like right now it's Ireland, Scotland, and Iceland, and then we're trying to do a couple before that. But it all depends on how much we can make and save before then. From now until then. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think my job would let me get off.
I mean, I've never took more. I mean, the most I've been out of my job is when I had COVID and I was out for 9 days.
Well, that's because you worked at home too.
And I did work at home, and I've been with my company 31 years. I can't imagine asking off for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I'll get laughed
that's
at.
the only good thing about Michelle working in the school system and then me working on phone. Like we can kind of work the schedule in our favor. So
now, are y'all either one of y'all travel agents?
No,
no, neither one of them. So you're going through somebody else. See, I mean, you got to get your travel agents thing. Yeah, that's the thing to do.
That's what everybody else is doing.
That's what you need to do, Michelle.
Oh, that's what I need to do.
That's been kind of coming up lately. We're like, maybe we need to start thinking about that.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, we've got a lot on our plate at the moment with work and Brett and everything else. So it's like, I don't even know where that would fit in, but we're always adapting and learning and all that good stuff. So
we can travel more. I mean,
yes.
So here today, where tomorrow says, we honestly talked about coming back, the most beautiful place on earth. And I think they were talking about going to Ireland as well.
Oh,
I
would honestly move to Ireland. We even talked about possibly, I mean, I don't think it's actually a realistic thing, but I mean, even just working in Alaska over the summer because they need help so much. I mean, I would definitely take a summer to do
about like the world's deadliest fish thing. Would you do that? I mean, that's kind of rough.
No. I don't think so.
No, I'd just like go to the dog mushroom.
No, I would do like the excursions.
Take care of the puppies or something.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I would do.
I mean, I could take some people on the Mendenhall Glacier and show them how to, trek it and all that good stuff. Use some ice picks. I got that.
I would be completely useless. I wouldn't be able to show them anything. I mean,
you could be with me and feed the dogs.
Okay, I'll feed the dogs. That's what I can do. So, kind of talking about your channel a little bit more. I mean, where do you? I think you guys are right around the 1,500 subscribers. You're really growing. You hit 1,000 not long ago, so you're really growing. What do you? I mean, what got you into, number one, starting up a channel, and where do you see your channel in the future? I mean, I can tell by the name Funnelheads, but is it strictly cruising, or are you planning on doing some other vacations and including that in some of your vlogs as well? Or where do you see your channel in the future?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we kind of just started it like, to have Rhett remember a lot of the cruises and vacations and the trips that he's been on. I mean, it's definitely not just cruising. However, it's like 98% cruising. That's what we do. I mean, if we do go on a trip, though, like if I go hiking or, if we bring Rhett, for example, to Polar Express for the weekend, we'll have some content. And so it's definitely not just cruising. It's more of just the memories that not only we can remember, but also he can remember. And I mean, I can honestly say, like, he's 5 now. He wouldn't remember half the stuff that he does remember without the videos.
Sure.
And
I'm 51 and I'm the same way. I can't remember 2 years ago. I'm like, I have to go back and watch the videos again. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were there.
We were.
Like, look at my pictures from when I don't remember what we did there. Like,
You're exactly right.
But that's kind of like how it started, and it's just snowballed. I mean, I literally had no idea what I was doing when I created the channel. Like, it's been a process of figuring out everything. I mean, I got out of high school, wasn't very good at high school, joined the Marines, got out. So, I mean, computers are not my thing. Editing, videoing, nothing is, this isn't up my alley at all. So it's all just this insane learning process where I have to find time to do it. And I mean, I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I mean, it's definitely a passion project, and we don't really have a goal. It's just, I mean, wherever the channel takes us, it takes us. And I mean, we just like helping people. So that's kind of like half of our videos are vlogs. The other half is kind of like informational videos on, just, we try to put ourselves in people that just are cruising either for the very first time or haven't cruised in 5, 10, whatever amount of years, and just try to remember what that's like, and put out some of those videos as well. So we're playing it by ear. Apparently a couple people like us, so that's good.
There's a couple 1,500, right? I mean,
That's
there's 15,
right.
I mean,
and honestly, like the cruise community, like you guys and everybody else that are in the chat and even not on tonight, like, been so incredibly helpful. And I didn't even realize there was a cruise community like until we hit 1,000 subscribers. So like everybody's pretty much new to us. Like I've just been making videos and putting it out there so for the last 9 months, and I'm like, oh, there's other people just like us. Look at that.
So, and that's a good question, because I think you said, I mean, right here, Larry says, when did Funnelhead start their channel? Do you remember the date of your first, when you officially started it?
Yes. Well, I don't know the exact date, but I'll tell you it was about a month before the whole world shut down. and then I stopped, like, I don't know, maybe I did like maybe 20 videos. The whole world shut down, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to put this to the side for a second. I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure out stuff. And then once cruising comes back, I'm going to go all in, because I didn't want to report just cancellations and bad news all day, especially as a brand new channel. So I'm like, you know what? Let me, figure this out, and I'll come back. And that's what we did. Day one. I mean, well, not day one, but I think it was the 3rd cruise out of Nassau. We got on, and that's when the channel started. So July 3rd of 2021 is pretty much when we officially went at it and gave it a go.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
What's great, what I think is great about your channel, number one, is very informational.
Mm-hmm.
I love I'm talking about the sunshine, because that's the video you did on the tour, the 4K tour. I thought it was excellent. You kept that whole ship tour down to like 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. And that's one thing that I don't know if other people are the same way I am. I've kind of changed my point of view on our videos of trying to cut them down to 12 minutes or less. Sometimes they'll creep up 14, 15 minutes. But I've kind of learned that I used to early on love to watch long vlogs that were 25, 30, 40 minutes long. But now there's so many creators and there's so many other channels I like to listen. I hate to say this. I'm looking for those videos that are short and sweet, that I can get the information I need. But I love the way you're doing things. But another thing you guys have great going for you, and I'm not trying to sell you on this, because I think you guys understand where I'm coming from, is there's not a lot of channels. When we first started watching 3 or 4 years ago, it's pretty much EECC and Sharon, they had young kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I think EECCs were around Anthony's age now, around 12, but that was something we wanted to do. And it's kind of hard getting Anthony. He doesn't really want to be in the videos as much, but trying to give people a perspective from a kid's point of view of you can still have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and dad can still have a few drinks and still be there and watch you. And you're not just letting the kids run over the ship. Yeah. But there's a lot of things kids can do cruising and in the ports And you guys, I think, are great set up on that because, I mean, how old's Rhett now? He's kindergarten, I think.
He's 5. And honestly, he grabs the phone all the time to do his own videos. Now, they don't make sense, and he does a lot of like barking and meowing and whatever else he does. But I mean, he just likes to be in front of the camera. I mean, we'll be sitting on the couch having coffee in the morning or out on the patio. He'll come and be like, Dad, can I have your phone? I want to do a video. I was like, absolutely. So one day I'm going to have to put out like all of the randomness that he does, like compiled in one video.
Those will be very valuable.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane. Some of the stuff and then he'll drop the phone and be like, oopsie, sorry. Oh, I'm talking to myself.
As long as it doesn't drop it in the toilet, you're all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, exactly. But
so,
I mean, yeah.
So Larry came in a little late. We'll let you introduce yourself to anybody that came in at the end of the video. I do know your name, by the way, and I can write them down for you. But introduce yourself to Larry and some of those that maybe just came in here.
So Andrew,
Michelle,
met on a cruise 15 plus years ago. Now we're getting old. I feel it.
You're young.
Nope.
No,
you're young.
Listen, these bodies, we were not.
Y'all have cruised a lot, so you're probably really our age in the cruise world.
we roughed up these bodies back in the day, so we are feeling it now. But
that's great to hear. You got a new sub there, Danny's. It's so great. Thanks for subbing. Hopefully to both channels, but definitely sub to the Funnel Heads. They got some great videos. If y'all are coming in late, go back and watch this replay. Very detailed on their stuff. They got a great young man in Rhett who's young and energetic and just full of energy and he has me smiling before anything comes out of his mouth. I'm like, I remember Anthony when he was that age, and I'm like, oh, you never know what's coming out of that mouth.
Oh no, never, ever.
No. So Plump Travis was asking, you're in your 30-somethings, I guess. So
yeah. Well, Michelle is what, 22 plus tax and
22 plus tax.
You gotta add on
and
a lot
shipping
of fees.
and
22. There's a lot of fees.
Larry, we can't ask women their age, man.
No, Larry, you might get in trouble
my
with
wife
that.
would probably cut your throat if she cut my throat for sure.
You've already blurted it to the world, so
I didn't actually say a number, did I? All right, so listen, we're down to a minute left. We cannot thank you enough, Jill, Andrew, for coming on here tonight.
Thank y'all.
3-time was a charm. I'm sorry it was Thursday night against NFL football, but hopefully we'll get you some subs in here. People check you out, but we cannot thank you enough.
Yes, thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
Love your videos. I'm gonna keep watching Alaska ones, and I go back and watch your sunshines all the time.
We're gonna make it to Alaska one day.
We are gonna make it there one day. Thank y'all so much for coming tonight.
Thank you. We'll see you guys on Saturday. No
cheating. Right. Saturday. Don't be studying for that now.
We will.
We will somehow. I don't know. Have a good one.
Bye. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Man, what a great young couple.
They are so cute.
They are cute as a button. I mean, they're just a great young family. Got a little 5-year-old Rhett. He looks like to be a handful, but a good handful because he looks so positive and that almost platinum hair he's got. That blonde hair, it's so cute.
Yeah, he is cute.
But if you got kids or even if you don't have kids, check their channel out. They got some great stuff coming out in Alaska now. They've done so many cruises. Their 5-year-old is platinum.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. Great channel. Love to see new channels like this in the community, which they're really not that new.
They've been around for a while, but
he said maybe 2 years ago, but I mean, they've jumped up quick on number of subscribers, and I know why they put good stuff out. So we're going to say goodnight to y'all so y'all can go finish watching football or actually go see Ronnie at Life is Good Today.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much. But y'all have
a blessed night. We love y'all and appreciate you.
Come back and see us next week.
Thank you.
I promise the computer won't mess up. I can't promise that.
He can't promise
that. I can't promise that. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.